Hello you guys, it's your boy Drew Jeezy and I am back with, you guessed it, a Ronin Warrior review. I told you guys I was going to try to get this whole team. As I'm getting these guys in, you guys know I'm displaying them and I'm giving a review on these Ronin Warriors. Man, this brings back to my childhood. I am a 90s kid. I grew up watching the Ronin Warriors. Ryo, Kento, Sai, Rowan, and Sage. Man, the 5 Ronin Warriors, you guys know. If you haven't seen the anime, man, please go check it out on YouTube, man. Or it's another site that they have, and I forgot the name of them. One of my co-workers told me about it, but I definitely watch mine on YouTube, man. But today we are talking about Rowan of the Strata. As you guys can see, this is the special color edition one. This is by Bandai America. Shout out to Bandai America. Shout out to Big Bad Toys. Shout out to Genki Hobby. I actually got this thing from Genki Hobby for a very, very good price. So once again, shout out to Big Bad Toys and shout out to Genki Hobby, because that's where I get my figures from, for the most part, especially Japanese figures like the Ronin Warriors. That's where they came from. But as you guys can see, if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit that bell for post notifications. Please hit me a thumbs up. Please leave comments, good or bad. I do read them all. I greatly appreciate you guys. Now, back to the subject at hand, which is Rowan of the Strata. You guys can see all of this new box artwork. It's very immaculate, man. As it turns to the side, it has Rowan of the Strata with the in his armor. You have Rowan of the Strata on the back. It shows Rowan of the Strata as well without his armor on, sitting in a chair with the 2 face expressions. And then you got it right here on the side as well, Rowan of the Strata before armor, after armor, and then it spins around to the front. It has Rowan of the Strata. I'm going to actually take it off, get you guys to get a closer view. This is Rowan of the Strata symbol here. You got the Japanese gold flake here artwork. This thing is just immaculate, man. I am so excited to have this. The special color edition, this thing just pops. You got Rowan here. You got Rowan here without his helmet on, with his bow. You got Bandai Namco. Samurai Troopers is what they call it in Japan. And then you have right here the emblem that you know this is authentic, this is not fake. Armor Plus, Bandai, and I can't pronounce that name, Tamashima Nations, who made these. And then you turn it to the side here, Armor Plus, special color, Strata, Ronin of the Strata symbol. Of course, Ronin of the Strata here. You turn it to the back. Oh my God, like the back does it no justice. Ronin of the Strata here with a symbol with the Chinese lettering. I can't read Chinese, so I can't tell you what it is. You got down here the UPC, of course, Bandai Spirits. Once again, shout out to Bandai Spirits, man. You guys do immaculate work. I love you guys' work. You got it right here. I guess this is like a warning label, but it is in Japanese. To let you guys know this is not fake. This is authentic. This came from Osaka, Japan. I ordered it. It took about 4 days to get here, and I'm so excited that I have it. Ronin of the Strata before armor in this chair before he transforms. The two face expressions. Turn it to the side again, as you can see, just to get you a close up. Armor Plus, special color edition, Ronin of the Strata symbol, and then of course you have Ronin of the Strata without his armor and with his armor, and then turn it back to the front. But like I said, man, just like Kento Hard Rock, you have not watched that video, you guys please watch that review as well. Side of the toy, if you have not watched that review, watch that one, and of course Ryo of the Wildfire. Now, just a side note. They are re-released around the Wildfire, Bandai Spirits is. So I will be getting Ryo of the Wildfire. So you guys will see that review again, because you've seen it before. And you're going to see it again, because that other Ryo was not a Bandai Spirits Ryo. That is just a Bandai America. So Bandai Spirits and Bandai America are just, they two different things, but they're not the different things. You understand what I'm saying? But enough about this, you guys. We're going to take everything out of the box. Ryo, the armor, the weapons, the accessories. We're going to take a closer look at the details. All right, you guys, as you can see, I have everything out of the box. And once again, like all the Ronin Warriors I have purchased before, they come with a lot of accessories and armor pieces. So we're going to start from the right, which would probably be your right on the computer, all the way to the left. So first we're going to start with these hand guards. You guys know every Ronin Warrior got these hand guards. You guys know they just match the color of the Ronin. This one is more of a dark blue. This is, once again, Rowan of the Strata. So you got the hand guards, which I do use a lot. Of course, you got the other neck. So it's 2 necks to the Ronin Warrior figures. This is the one you would use to when you about to put the armor on them, because it actually is an extended neck, so it sits a little bit higher, just so the helmet will fit perfectly on the figure. Then, of course, you have this other head sculpt here, which is, once again, Rowan of the Strata. And I just found out also, you guys, that it's another company, Sentinel, who makes the Ronin Warriors 2, and they have 3 head sculpts, and Bandai America only made 2. So I will be trying to get those as well. But, you know, pretty cool head sculpt. Everything just fits like a puzzle piece. Once again, Rowan is the pretty boy of the group. That's what I said. So that's what I call him. Then, of course, you have 2 more hand guards. They continue extra ones just in case you break one or vice versa. And, of course, you have the hand molds. This one is for when you're putting the arrow pose. Use this one to put the arrow on top of the hand, and it looks like he's shooting the arrow. I think that's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty dope. And then, of course, you have just the regular, I'm assuming this is for the bow when he holds the bow itself. As you can see, that's what the handguard for fits right in there. So once again, I will be using all the hands for all the Ronin warriors. This is the closed hand. Not sure if you could fit the bow in here because it's really, really tight. Yeah, so I think this might be opposable hand only. I'm not sure this will hold the bow, but I think it might not hold the bow, but it'll hold the arrow. And then, of course, last but not least, you got these 2 open hands if you want to pose them when they're doing their transformations, which is what I do when I make my TikTok. So once again, you guys, go to my TikTok page with Jeezy Collectibles and check that out. I greatly appreciate it. Then, of course, you have some more hand guards, and I think these go on the hand itself. I was reading the instructions as I was taking all this out. Once again, this is my first time, you guys. I did not open this up until I did the review because I was so excited. I didn't want to do this without talking to you guys first. So this goes on the hand. I'm not exactly sure where, but as I read the instructions, I will definitely find out. And then the same thing with this one. So he has 2 of these that goes on each hand, I suppose, if you want to use the regular guards. So I'm going to figure out which one works best for me and do it that way. Then, of course, you have the forearm guard. So once again, a lot of these pieces are die-cast metal and plastic. It tells you that in the description. This is basically a knee replacement when you put the arm on. That goes on the knees. This is metal, die-cast metal. Pretty firm, pretty stern. This is for the shin guard. Once again, the blue is immaculate. It tells you left to right. As you can see, it has an L, which means it's for the left leg. And then you have one for the R, which is for the right leg. Then, of course, you have the foot guard. Once again, die-cast metal with a little plastic on the inside just so it'll connect. It's like a puzzle piece, man. You can't get it wrong. Same thing with this, another foot guard. This one has a, I don't see the lettering in this. Oh, yes, it is. It's right there. It has an R. Yep, so there's the R. That's for the right foot. And the other one has L for the left foot. Once again, another shin guard right there. You got R for right. Then, of course, you have another knee, what I'm going to call a knee pad, die-cast metal. It doesn't matter which knee you put it on because they mold it the same way. Then, of course, you have here, this is another forearm guard. This is for the right arm. So it tells you left arm, right arm. This is the shoulder. This is for the, what side? The left shoulder. Yep, this is the left shoulder. Once again, Rowan of the Strata. I love his arm. I always thought his arm was pretty cool. Great paint. Got the silver here. Got the blue down here with the icon for the Rowan of the Strata icon. Man, this thing is just nasty with the back and forth motion here. This thing is just sick, man. I love this. I couldn't wait to get this. Then you have the other shoulder accessory here. Once again, great articulation. A hard plastic, not too cheap. A great blue paint finish, man. This thing is just immaculate. I love it, man. This goes on the right side. As you guys can see, it has a R in there for the right. So this one goes on the right. So you can't get these wrong. Then, of course, you have Rowan Strata, his mask itself. I mean, the helmet. This thing is, I always love Rowan's helmet. I thought it was just sick, take it apart like this. And if you want to put this face on, which is the one he's in when they found him in space. If you guys watch the series, you know what I'm talking about. So they found him in space, and he's actually sitting in space in a power orb with this mask on. So I think this is pretty dope, and you can put this on the face itself. So yeah, this thing is just sick, man. Like, oh man, this is sick. I love these Ronin Warrior figures, man. They such articulation, such great work. You know, paint, the way they detail. They got the glossy here. I love this glossy finish. That's why I want the special color editions. They got the glossy finish. Everything fits perfect. The gold horns, the gold diamond, this dark, rich blue. Man, it's just nasty. So this is the part of the hip. I think this is maybe for the front. No, yeah, I think it's for the front part of him when you connect it with this. So one is for the front, one is for the back. Once again, this deep blue rich paint, which is very good. It's the only part that's plastic is the hip part. That's my only critique I have about this. They could have made everything metal. Don't know why they didn't. But like I say, it is what it is, man. I love the way this thing looks. Then of course you got the hip guards, and these things are die-cast metal. Once again, the good blue paint. Oh, I didn't even know they did this. Okay, so that was new. Didn't know they folded down. Let's see, once again, this is my first time opening this, you guys, with you all. And this thing is, oh, this is so nasty. Oh my God, left and right. Man, this thing, I can't wait to put this thing together for you guys. I don't know if I'm doing it on camera or not, but those are sick. And of course, you got this chest plate here, which you got to put on so everything else will connect on top of this. It does come in half. You just break, well, not break it, but you just pull it apart. And it does, let me see if I can do it real quick. If I don't tear anything up. Right, so it does come apart like this. All you do is just put it on, you know, piece by piece. And voila, there it is. Then, of course, you have this part, which is the chest piece for Rowan of the Strata. I think it might go on top because I don't think it comes apart. No, it doesn't. So you really just fit it over the head as such. But like I said, I'm not going to waste my time with that, you guys. That is a lot of extra stuff. Y'all don't want to see me put this Ronin warrior together. Y'all probably want to see what it looks like put together. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just going to put it together and then show you guys what it looks like afterwards. Then, of course, you have the backpack. Well, I'm not sure what to call it, but I know this is where he holds the staff. I mean, the bow and arrow. So he puts the bow in here, and like a special arrow comes out of this part. But once again, I love this. Great articulation. I think it just snaps in the back, and then the bow sits in here perfectly. This is a hard, good plastic. It's not die-cast metal, but it's definitely built very nice, and I like that with the screws. Then, of course, you have Rowan's arrow, the gold tip, the gold right here, and then the arrow like this. He didn't have 4, he only had 2 feathers, and I do like that. Ah, this thing is just nasty, man. Rowan of the Strata was one of my favorite Ronins besides Rare the Wildfire and Kento Hard Rock. This thing is just nasty. And then last but not least, the bow itself. And I must say the bow is just, it matches the gold on everything. And this is a functional bow because it does fold like this. So then you can put it on his back. Oh man, this thing is crazy. Once again, shout out to Hobby Genki and Big Bad Toys, man, for having these things, man. Oh my God. You can also find them on Entertainment Earth as well. I did find them on there. And I found them on those 3 websites. Some of them are sold out, some of them not. But man, this is a fully functional bow, and I think this thing is just sick, man. So like you say, you guys, that was a lot, and I'm sorry for that long soliloquy with all the armor pieces, but I had to show you guys everything this thing comes with, man. For the price point they have it at, and all the price point ranges. I'm not gonna tell you what I paid for mine. I'm gonna let you guys do your own research, and then you find out what you want to do that's best. Some of them may have them earlier, some of them may have them later. So it all depends on how you want to do it. But this is everything we got from Rowan of the Strata. So next we're going to talk about, of course, Rowan of the Strata himself. We're going to take a look at him and take a closer look at his details. All right, you guys, as you can see, I have Rowan of the Strata on the turntable, and I must say, man, I am definitely impressed with that dark blue that they have for Rowan of the Strata. Then on top of the regular blue, glossy finish, and then they have this dark blue on here, man, with the hair. Everything about Rowan just matches perfectly, man. So as I take them off this turntable and bring them closer to you, man, like this thing is just sick. Like, oh my God, I just fell in love with it when I seen it. So you guys can see great detail in the hair. This does come off. The top part come off. You want to add the helmet to it and stuff like that. The shoulder pads here. This is just a base form right here. Got the chest plate here. Good arm extension. Really good arm extension. Double joints in the arms on both sides, as you guys can see as I'm doing it. We've got the forearm guard. Good here. Let's see. Not a lot of abdomen, but it's not supposed to be. As you go up a little further, you do have a little thigh pivot. Got that good double joint being in the knee. Got that knee guard there that comes out. That's what I'm calling knee guard. You got the die-cast metal foot that does have some flexibility to it. That's what makes the Ronin stand real properly with the little ankle, with the little Achilles support here is what I'm gonna call it, because it does go back and forth. But all the Ronin warriors did have that on their armors. As you can see, once again, the same thing with this foot. Oh, this thing, it has great articulation, and it does bend all directions. You got the double jointed knee here as well. This thing is definitely worth the purchase. You know, if you decide to collect these, you guys, trust me, you will not be disappointed, because I know I'm not. Great split articulation here. You know what I'm saying? This thing is just nasty, man. Turn it to the back. As you can see, it's got slots for everything to go in. So when you start putting them together, it just fit perfectly as you start putting them together. But this thing's just sick, man. I just love everything about Rowan of the Strata. I cannot wait to get the whole team so I can show you guys the whole team himself, man. All 5 of these guys together, plus the Armor of Inferno. I'm definitely getting that one as well. I have to get y'all a little giblet. I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did. But if you guys watch the series, you know that the Armor of Inferno was the last armor. That's when they all combine their powers and become the Armor of Inferno. And that armor, I cannot wait to get that one either, because that one is just immaculate. But Rowan of the Strata, man, this thing is just, it's perfect, man. Like, all the running words I've collected, man, I haven't had no problems with them. They are just, they're dope. They're re-releasing them. They're building them with great quality, man. I cannot complain, even with the plastic to metal combination. Still no complaints overall, man. Accessories are great. The way they paint them is great. The way the faces look, the way the weapons are made, everything about them is just great, man. These are not cheap parts. They put a lot of time and effort into this, and I greatly appreciate it. So once again, shout out to Bandai America. Shout out to Armor Plus. Shout out to the Ronin Warriors, man. The company who made them, the people who wrote their story. Man, you guys did a great job. That's going to be almost the end of this video, you guys. I'm going to give you some B-roll footage with the armor sitting in the chair. I'm going to have him pose like he's transforming. I'm going to put the armor on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have one last little B-roll footage, a surprise for all of y'all towards the end. So thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching the review. For my first time viewers, once again, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit that bell for all post notifications. I greatly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, good or bad. I read them all and I respond to them all. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I have been getting more and more supporters every day. I'm gonna continue to push out content for you guys. Continue to, to believe in myself and pursue my dream. And with you guys' help, I'm gonna keep going further, man. Shout out to all my subs. I greatly appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna keep rocking and keep grinding for you guys. I appreciate it again. Once again, shout out to my 2 inspirations, which I did not do in my last video, but I'm doing it now. CJ on 32, shout out to him and getting that Rolls Royce Ghost, man. Congratulations, brother. Salute to you. Tall Guy Car Views, Mr. Organic. I mean, Hellcat, like for Corey, man. I watch all them guys every day, man, and that's what keep me grinding. That's what keep me grinding. But enough of that, man. My rating, it's a 10. Y'all know it's gonna be a 10. Ain't gonna be nothing else, because there's nothing wrong. You can't find nothing wrong with this Ronin Warrior figure. Not cosmetically, no. Now, you may have your little, different opinions about, oh, they would have did this, should have did that. But for what they did and the price point they did of that, man, this thing is fresh, it's dope. I love it. So you get a 10, man. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you for the support. You guys know my slogan. It goes a little something like this. This is your boy Jew Jeezy. Competition is always easy. You guys be safe. You guys be blessed. So next time, you guys, I am out.